Hello guys, Commander Dante here. So today I'm just doing a basic vlog, just talking about life. I just figured this channel was kind of made for that really, or rather it was made for a bit of everything. Originally it was just meant for Elite Dangerous, you know. You know, my Commander Dante, it's Commander Sigurd now. Sigurd, based off of, how do you pronounce it? Based off what is it? L. Sigurd? Gloucester? I think it was L. Sigurd. But yeah, he was an old hero who fought against William the Conqueror as a rebel, and he led the rebel forces in Gloucester, which is where my ancestors come from, Gloucestershire. And well, he was defeated, but King William basically got the Archbishop of England's Archbishop's guard to help him by pretending to be his friend, and then betrayed him. So it was a bit of an underhanded victory, and he later forgave the rebels on his deathbed. Now, I really love that story because my ancestors lived there. I'm pretty sure it was revealed to me by God that two of my ancestors, two female ancestors, were siblings to brothers who were the rebels and then later left to found Nova Anglia. So I find that a really interesting bit of history, and, well, family history as well. Now, the reason I bring that up is because I've got a new account. A very nice person, seriously, thanks so much, bless them. They helped me get a new Elite Dangerous account, so I'm going to try streaming it tonight for a little bit. Hopefully, I probably should have done it when I started the game, sorry guys, but I didn't think to do it. And to be honest, I was a bit worried about how well the computer would run it, because I wasn't sure how well it was optimized, but it seems to be pretty decent. It's a laptop I got second hand, and it seems to run pretty fine. Just have to be careful in this hot weather. Now, so it's Commander Sigurd, spelled Sigeward. Someone already took Commander Sigurd, I didn't check Sigurd, but that's definitely taken. But I find that kind of cool that there's already a Commander Sigurd. So we can join up together, hopefully. That'd be quite fun. And hopefully I can join up some of my old buddies that I used to fly with back in the day as Commander Dante. So we're back in business, boys. We're back in business. Just have to get my ship and finish the Odyssey tutorial. First person's pretty neat, actually. It's a lot better than I expected. I remember thinking it looked a bit gimmicky, but it's actually quite fun. They've got a lot of different tools, a bit like Subnautica. Now, today I went to church, and I think there's an interesting lesson in it, because I wasn't sure I'd be able to make it. I've basically run out of money at the moment. I wouldn't say I'm doing badly financially, but how to put it, I've got a lot of stuff that I don't want to sell, and I could get a lot of money for it, but I don't want to sell it. Like, I could just put it on Temu, sorry, not Temu, I could just put it on Etsy, Vinted. I've got whole bags of DVDs. Some nice girl in Hive, this really nice Romanian girl gave me, because she was just giving away because she's moved on to streaming now, including Braveheart, which, I'm looking forward to watching that. I'm hoping I can watch it with a few friends. And yeah, there's also a lot of other DVDs in there, like Hot Fuzz, that kind of stuff. Old Harry Potter stuff, Lord of the Rings. It's really nice. I'm so delighted to have it all. But the result of all that, and me being unwilling to sell stuff, even when I probably should, I'm buying stuff. Well, I mean, when I was at the hospital, I have a throat issue, like esophagitis, basically inflammation of the esophagus. I was supposed to be told about it, but they sent it to the wrong house, to our old address, for some strange reason, even though they have my new address. And I basically didn't get the letters about it for about a year now. It was last year, back in 2025 May. And the canneries, they couldn't put the cannery in. I'd come to the hospital late because I thought I could fix it by myself, because I figured the last time was a one-off. It would just get better if I rest and eat some honey and stuff like that, and some green tea. And it didn't. I ended up sleeping 16 hours, woke up at 8 p.m, panicked, called the hospital. And as I was sitting there after basically exploded two of my veins, and failed to put in the cannery. Uh, I was on drugs, painkillers, so I went on. I accidentally clicked on a Temu. Not accidentally. I clicked on a Temu advertisement, and well, as you can see from these goggles, and this obsidian brace necklace, I bought perhaps more than is wise to buy. But well, I won't say I regret it. It's just, uh, it's a little difficult, because I was very worried I wouldn't be able to get to church. So I tried. I can't remember much of yesterday. I didn't sleep last night, so yesterday's a bit of a blur. But yeah, I tried joining Swagbucks. And to be honest, I wouldn't say I regret it, because I found a couple games that are actually fun, like an arrow solving puzzle piece, and Palmon Survive, which is basically, so you know, Palworld's a rip off of Pokemon. Well, Palmon Survive is literally a carbon copy rip off of Palworld. Literally the same thing. They actually got sued. They had to change the graphics to more. It was originally, it was like not first person, but like third person view. You know, close up third person, and they had to change it to eagle eye mode. You know, from like in the original Pokemon games, where you were looking at the character from above. And I actually found it kind of fun. You get paid for playing it, so maybe I should really be playing it now. What the heck? I don't know, man. But that's the thing, really. And you have to be careful with these. I mean, Swagbucks, I know, because me and my brother used it back 12 years ago, and it worked. But it's really slow to make money on it. It's like you get paid like at most 75p an hour, and that's being generous. I'd say it's probably more like 10, 20, 30p an hour if you're lucky. But I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you're just watching advertisements, and they know you're gonna ignore the advertisements by a certain point, so they don't get as much money off it as they would otherwise. And they tend to just show the same advertisements again and again. It's usually just for other apps that give you money from doing surveys and playing games. But I was able to get to church. Turned out that my card, I was worried that because it was on the same on my Oyster account, as the same Oyster account as my other cards, that they wouldn't let me use the train again. But it worked, and all I have to do now is figure out what I'm willing to sell to pay it off. But to be honest, I don't really want to sell stuff. I'd rather find some work. You know, like, this is all stuff I wanted. It's not stuff I don't want. And you know, I feel like sometimes it's all right to have a bit of a collection, have stuff you like. Like maybe not to a greedy point, like not to a silly point. And of course, if you can help someone by giving up something you have, that's always a good thing to do. But maybe it's not such a bad thing to have things you want. Like, everyone has hobbies. There's nothing wrong with that, right? It's not a bad thing. And well, I've got the stuff on. All I need to do now is do some work. I've done my online training. I should be able to go back to work. And well, hopefully all will be well within the next month or so. But, you know, I hope the Elite Dangerous streaming works out well, because I kind of miss streaming Elite Dangerous. I kind of miss, not streaming, I made videos, but I kind of miss playing it. It was a really fun game. Now, today I went to church, met new people, met some people I already knew online but hadn't met face to face. I made new friends. And one thing that really stuck with me, how to put it. So I was gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh! For my channel Sephark2136. Uh, where me and another YouTuber are doing a bit of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Series on Sephark2136, and well, I won't spoil who the other guy is, but go check out my other channel Sephark2136 if you want to uh, see who it is when the video releases, because we'll be releasing it as a joined video. I can't tell you when that's going to be out because he's still editing it, and to be honest, I might want to add some touch-ups of my own because I still have my old Sony Vegas intros and stuff that I made. But how to put it? I was very disappointed because I was going to go to the cafe, play Yu-Gi-Oh, possibly play Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40k, meet new friends. But I forgot that it was closing at 4 p.m, so I wasted the hot 45 minutes I would have had going back home, which added an extra 40 minutes to my trip. And then I spent lots of time grabbing my stuff and sorting through stuff, thinking I had time, forgetting that they close early on Sundays. Ooh, it's a piece of flint. I think I've got enough in my bag here. I've got a whole collection of flint, granite, marble, all kinds of little nice stuff. So I think I'll leave that for now. Maybe come fetch it later. Got my whole rock collection. Yeah. And to tell you the truth, guys, I could feel sad about that. I could feel really disappointed I didn't get to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or open my new Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds to replace the old Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds I had as a little kid that I used to play with my best friend in primary school. Wow, I say best friend, but my best friend, I feel like I mean, I did consider him my best friend at a point, but there's only one guy who I consider my best friend from primary school. A real stand-up man, an absolute legend. I haven't seen him in a long time. Ooh, another flint. But my original friend, the friend I played Yu-Gi-Oh! With, we had a falling out. And to be honest, it was probably mostly my fault. I don't really remember the details, but I feel guilt over it. I remember a lot. Well, I remember a lot of the details. See, it's kind of funny I'm racist because the reason we had a falling one of the reasons we had a falling out was that when I first met him in like preschool, kindergartner, at there was like a kindergartner part. No, not kindergarten. It was, yeah, the first year of primary school. He told me in the library I couldn't go in a section because I was brown. So it's kind of funny I'm racist now. I did feel after I became right wing in like 20, well, I didn't really, I was always right winged, I think, to be honest, to a degree. But after started learning about politics and all this nonsense hatred of white people, I started to feel a lot of guilt about it. I think maybe 2015, 2016 was when I started to think about those memories and realize that I was kind of the bad guy in them. Like, I got upset at him for telling me I couldn't go to this bookshelf. But in reality, if he told me not to, well, what's wrong with that? I mean, I could have said no. I could have said, my dad's white, I'm not brown, I'm mixed. I could have done a lot of things. But instead I chose to get angry. I chose to be sad about it, go mope around, and then hold a grudge of it like a child for, what was it? I was would have been 5 or 6 years old then. I think 6. can't remember when primary school starts. And the breaking up was when we were like 9 or 10, and the teacher, she was a nice teacher, but she tended to accuse everyone of bullying. Like, as in, I got accused of bullying when I was like mock playing karate with one of my friends, and I remember being really upset about it. Like, I was literally brought to tears because she was basically accusing me of bullying him. Uh, Not my proudest moment. Like, I think it was a little bit silly that I got so upset about it, but I was a little kid. What can you say? But yeah, it does make me think that I could say I had a bad day today, but I had a really wonderful time at church. I gave some gifts to my priests. I met new people. I made friends. I managed to sell some stuff I was thinking I didn't really need. I mean, all in all, it was a good experience. I had communion, and I even exchanged a few messages with a friend from another church. So all in all, it was a really wonderful day. And all that is really is perspective. You can just look around you and smell the flowers. You can just smell the flowers and you'll be all fine. Life's good. Commander Dante, out. Ciao, guys. See you next time.